Well, right along, friends. This morning, while deciding where to go to try to get video, I'm going to make a video of making the videos. Sort of let y'all in on what I do and how much I actually put quite a bit of thought into this stuff, believe it or not. Not just hanging a camera on the windshield and taking off down the road. But anyway, it is Sunday, the 11th of October, 2020. It's cloudy autumn morning, but 72 degrees. I am leaving Arcade on my way back to Armurchie. I'm on Highway US 129 between Arcade and the Athens Loop. I'm going to be going down 78, I'm pretty sure, and maybe cutting over to 20, but I'm not positive of that. I may go all the way to Snellville and cut over through 124. I like that drive, or used to. It's changed a lot. But anyway, as you noticed, we're heading into the sun. I try to take that into consideration. I try to consider, well, I always consider, and it's very difficult with this camera, as you can see already. This is a DJI Osmos camera, and I do not like it. I've got a GoPro Black 3, I've got a GoPro Silver. Both of those are 10 years plus old. They take good video, but the image stabilization isn't that good on them anymore, and so that's why I got this Osmos. Image stabilization is excellent, video quality is excellent, but the app and the camera just do not work that well, or they haven't for me so far. But see, the plane of the hood, it's very difficult to get this thing level with the plane of the hood. You can turn it, wiggle it, and I tilt it up to try not to get too much of the hood in the video. But there's also a reflection issue that you can see depending on how the light's coming in the windshield. This is a new windshield. It got cracked, and they cracked it, replaced it, so that's good. But it's almost dead center of the windshield, right behind the mirror. But there again, trying to get as much of the picture outside that I can get in without capturing dash and windshield wipers and all that stuff, and reflections from the inside. It's not all that easy. And then too, my 97 Cherokee, the air conditioning works. This is one of the things on the 95 Cherokee or Grand Cherokee that doesn't work, but other than multiple things I still have to work on. But even if it did work in the middle of the summer, I don't normally use air conditioning, very little, unless I'm in traffic or something. So wind noise is also a consideration, road noise. I would be driving the white Cherokee more, but there's a road noise coming from it. I've got new Michelin tires on it. I've just put a rear end under it. That helped, but it didn't stop it. And I'm just not sure exactly where the road noise is coming from. I'm going to explore software. I think YouTube has software now, like a blurring tool, where when I pull up behind people, I can blur the tags. I think that could be an issue. So I need to start trying to do that if I can. I'm going to try to pan this camera a little bit and let y'all see a little bit about how difficult it is to keep this thing level and not that much reflection coming in, and try to get as much of the picture outside as I can. This Osmos it doesn't have the settings for a wide angle, medium angle, and a narrow angle vision. The GoPro Black 3 does. I don't know about the GoPro Black 8. But the GoPro doesn't have the little screen on the back. And although I use my pad to control the GoPro or the DJI, it's still nice to have that screen on the back where you can see a little bit about what's going on without having to use the pad. There's so many things I've got that have to have batteries. Independent, different point and shoot cameras, 3 different phones, Galaxy S20, S6, a LG V30 or W30, this pad, two GoPros in this Osmos, 3 cameras in the DJI Phantom 4 Pro drone. It is a challenge keeping everything charged up where you actually use the stuff. We'll be getting on the outside, Athens out the loop up here at Prince Avenue and going out. And I like video on a nice day, these cloudy days. Even if you have good video, it's not, it just doesn't feel cheery. But I'm going to see if I can, while I'm going down the road, and see, that's a consideration as well. I try to call out the street names if I know them and don't have to look around too much, but you can get distracted very easily if you're looking for street names or landmarks, and first thing you know, you're going to either run into the back of somebody or run off the road. It's hard to focus on driving and also trying to get good video. But anyway, here we go. We're merging on to the outside loop, and I'm going to see if I can pan over a little bit both ways and see if I can keep the camera sort of level. This will be an experiment. If I can, I'll be able to add a good bit to the videos, let people see a wider field of view. A lot of times, if I can, I'll stop and I'll use a point and shoot and get video, but then I have a difficulty trying to level out the volume between the point and shoot and the Osmos. So the editing software I use is Adobe Premiere Elements. I also have Pinnacle Studio 22. I think Pinnacle is probably a much better software, but it's just got a much steeper learning curve for me. This Adobe Premiere Elements is pretty doggone easy to use, but there's a lot in it that I'll never learn. But anyway, let me see if I can not get too close back off. He's going about the speed I like to go. I usually try to go slow and watch my rear end. Especially if I'm on a 2-lane highway, I try to pull over and let people get by. I usually drive close to the speed limit, but sometimes if I'm in a very interesting area, I'll try to drive slowly and get more to see in the video. And we're just crossing over the Middle Oconee River. That bridge looks like it was built in 1956 or 66. I couldn't tell. Going a little bit too fast. I really like looking at these bridges when I cross them to see the date stamp when they were built. So all of that gobbledygook being said, if y'all are still with me, or even if you're not, I'm going to see if I can't do some panning, do some experimenting with the videos this morning on my way to wherever I actually try to get historical or other interesting videos. So let me know what y'all think about the reflection, about the angle, the plane of the hood out in front. Any comments are appreciated. I'm trying to make these videos better. I'm trying to build my subscriber base. I've got 253 subscribers, and before I can monetize on YouTube, I've got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last previous months. And right now, I'm on 253 subscribers and about 2,300 watch hours in the last 12 months. So I've got a long way to go. And at 70, almost 71 years old, I don't know how long, I've got to keep doing it. I'm going to do it as long as I can. When the kids, when I need to stop and go into an old nursing home or something, I'm not going to let the kids know. I'm going to be out somewhere. They're going to have a hard time finding me. They stick me in a nursing home, they're going to have a hard time keeping me there too. I'll steal a car and get out of there, man. I'm out of here. Give me a camera. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera up some to get the plane, get that reflection from the dash vents and the windshield wipers a little bit lower down, but that's going to reduce the field of view right next to the vehicle and bring in more sky. And sometimes that creates an exposure issue. So as you can see, there's a lot goes into this stuff, and I'm trying to make a decent video. I think they got it up a little bit too high. Bring it back down a little bit. And there again, see, I'm riding down the road. I've got to pay attention to what's going on. Okay, we're going to get off. I guess, let's see, 29, this would be 316. I don't really want to get off at 316. Well, okay, I'll get off here at the Athens connector. Oconee connector, I mean. I'll get off here and we'll go down through Watkinsville, maybe go through High Shoals, Bishop High Shoals. I'm not sure yet. We may just go straight down 78. We'll see. I'm going to try panning this to the left so you can see back over the bridge. And see, that's not working where the flip is. They need a ball attachment for these things, and I have not found one with either DJI or GoPro. If I had a ball attachment where I could easily adjust the plane of the dash along with the turn, maybe I can find some kind of aftermarket. Now this is 316 to the right will take us into, you know, through Winder and those little towns, and or bypass them, but on into Lawrenceville. We could hit Sugarloaf and cut over, or just go down 85. But we're going to go across and probably I'm going a long way around to get across the block, but I may go down, I don't know if I go down 441 or go out 53 to 78. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can. You see, trying to pan this thing just doesn't have a good way to pan it. Turn it up and do all kind of crazy stuff like that, but that just makes stuff worse. I'm going to stop it. Yeah, see, and I probably need to, no, I'll try that. I'll try to fuzz that tag up there, either cut it out of the video altogether. I'm going to see if I can adjust this suction cup to where I can have more control over panning the camera. Okay, I'm back, and again, not knowing where we're going to break videos and make new videos, I like to try to give the time and everything again. So this is Sunday morning, October the 11th, 2020, 72 degrees. We have just left Watkinsville, Georgia on Highway 53. Highway 53 headed to Highway 78 going towards Winder, Georgia. Oconee County High School is up here on the left. I'm going to roll the windows down so you can see the difference in the wind noise. I say that's usually my default unless it's too cold or too hot, you know, got in the other Jeep or get this air conditioning fixed and have it up. I just like it was in the 50s and 60s. Didn't have air conditioning on a car until when? Shoot, 74? Or I didn't anyway. I'm rolling the driver's side down. And now the back right rear. Now the volume becomes an issue, and my talking becomes an issue. The more I talk, the coarser my throat gets. I'll roll the windows back up right now. It's not that hot right now. Have the vent on, but the vents don't work near as good as they used to years ago either. Different venting system in the newer vehicles, and not like this one's new. This is a 1995 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I bought it new. April of 1995. It's 25 and a half years old. It has 378,996 miles. We'll turn 379 here shortly. Right now at 50 miles an hour, the oil pressure is about 63, temperature 195, RPMs about 1400, 13.5 cranking amps, and we've got a little over a quarter tank of gas left. The computer says average economy is 17.6, which is highway and city. Distance to empty is 132 miles, or we're going to switch to kilometers now, metric. Now our distance till empty is 214 km, so I guess that's kilometers. Stop and fill up with gas somewhere. There's a cotton field out there to the right. Yeah, and like I say, my commentary and all this stuff, a lot of the stuff around Atlanta I remember. I've done subcontract work all over Atlanta for years and years, and so I know Atlanta pretty doggone good. And like I say, all out in these rural areas, I love riding around and learning places. So wherever I'm at, I generally ride around for 2 or 3 weeks and learn the area. But again, I'm just a guy riding around like I got a friend in the front seat. I'm speaking my mind, and I say things, and sometimes I may say things that offend other people, but I'm not trying to offend anybody. But anyway, keep that in mind. I don't have a script. I'm just a guy riding around, running my yap, hoping it's entertaining and you'll enjoy it. And like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to be taking a cutoff here over to 78. We're going to turn up here at North Oconee High School right before we get there. So right here at this intersection, North Oconee will be diagonally to our right. And he's glad that I'm turning left and not his way. This is Snow's Mill. It will take us through all the way to Monroe, we're probably going to fork off at, I think it's Turkey Mountain Road, or Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon, that's where we'll fork off and go out to 78. This will cross over the Appalachian River here in a couple of miles, go into Walton County. Part of the UGA agricultural stuff. I think it's UGA anyway. Okay, I'm gonna cut the video off till we cross the Appalachian and go into Walton County.